There was once a man who had bought himself a Ferrari and was very excited to drive it back home from the dealership. As he was driving back, he had to stop at a traffic signal. While he was waiting there, a guy in a cheap sedan pulled up next to him. He rolled down his windows and said, "Oh man, that is a great car. You are so lucky to have it." A few seconds later, another car came down the road, and it happened to be a similar Ferrari. He stopped right next to the other Ferrari and said, "Hey man, it's a great car. You must have worked very hard to get it." According to Harv Eker, this is the difference between a rich person and a poor person. Rich people look at other rich people and admire them. They are inspired by them and want to learn from them. Poor people are more envious of the other person. They start using words like luck, and instead of being inspired by the other person, they just start making excuses for themselves. Now, unlike other YouTube videos about becoming rich and making money, where they use the word middle class or poor like it's an insult, in this video I'm not going to make you feel bad about not being rich. What I am going to do in this video is share some of the wisdom from Harv Eker's book, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, not so we can feel bad about where we are right now, but so that we can become excited about where we want to take our lives in the future. And remember, all these points are applicable to success in general and not just becoming rich and making a lot of money. So number 1 is that rich people admire other rich people. Like the example I told you about in the beginning of the video, a lot of poor and middle class people use the word luck to excuse themselves from doing anything to become rich. If you're the kind of person who thinks badly about other rich people, then you're never going to have a chance of becoming rich yourself. Think about this. Your subconscious brain keeps a track of your beliefs and makes sure that you live in accordance with what you believe. If you believe that rich people are bad, or that they're just lucky, or that all rich people are corrupt, then your subconscious will do everything it can to make sure that you never become rich. If you secretly have these negative thoughts about being rich, anytime an opportunity will come your way, your subconscious will ruin it for you. You might not take jobs that would help your career. You might run away from hard work that could help your business simply because deep down in your heart, you believe that being rich is a bad thing. Remember this, money is just a tool. On its own, it cannot really do anything, but in the hands of the wrong person, they could have the power to destroy a lot of people. On the other hand, in the hands of the right person, it could change the world for the better. So if you really are a good person at heart, why not try to get rich? What we really need in this world are good people who have the financial power to make the world a better place. So you have to remove this subconscious bias about rich people and start learning from and being inspired by rich people instead. So number 2, rich people are bigger than their problems. Nowadays, most people call Elon Musk a genius. However, before Elon started SpaceX, most people were telling him not to do it. Most people thought that the idea of starting a private rocket company was insane. And in a way, they were right, it was an insane idea. But Elon found a way to become bigger than his problems. A lot of people think that when they will become rich, all their problems will disappear. That's not actually true. You'll just change out one set of problems for a different set of problems. Instead of your car being broken down and needing to be fixed every month, you might have the problem of not being able to find a hangar for your private jet. The only thing that changes is how rich people approach their problems. They never let the problem become bigger than them. Harv Eker says that if you're saying that you have a big problem, then what you're really saying is that you are a small person. You have to decide inside of yourself that you are going to become bigger than any problem you ever face. Yes, it's difficult to do that, but that is the way to become rich and successful. Number 3, rich people get paid for results and other people get paid for their time. To understand what getting paid for results means, let me ask you a question. Why do you think celebrities get paid so much money to appear in ads? Well, it's not because of the amount of time they're putting in, because usually they're not on set for more than a few hours. What they get paid for is the results they bring. Advertisers know that putting them in an ad will make them more money, and that's why they pay the celebrities. That's not how most people make money though. Most people get paid for working at their job for 8 to 10 hours a day. Now I know what you're thinking, that everyone cannot be a celebrity or a businessman. That's true, but not everyone can be rich either. So if you want to become rich, here's what you will have to do eventually. You have to make sure that you're getting paid for your results, not for your time. The problem with getting paid for your time is that you only have a few hours every day. However, if you get paid for your results, you can simply improve your results and get paid more. So again, just to be clear, doing a job is not a bad thing. In fact, you can learn a lot from working at a regular job. Getting paid for your time is not a bad thing either. But if you want to become rich, at some point you have to start thinking about getting paid for your results, whether it's switching to a different company, starting your own business, or becoming so good at your skills that other people come running to you. Number 4, rich people act in spite of fear. A lot of times we hear success stories and we think that those people must have no fear. Elon Musk started this company because he knew he was going to succeed. Jeff Bezos started Amazon because he saw the potential of the internet, etc., etc. Now I don't know what actually goes on in these people's heads, but Harv Eker tells us that it's not that rich people don't have fear, it's that they don't let fear stop them from taking action. Thinking that rich people don't have fear is very unrealistic. After all, rich people are human just like us, and they all feel fear. The difference is that normal people take fear as a sign that they shouldn't do something. Rich people have learned to control their fear, and they make decisions that they think will move them forward. If they fail, that's okay. They learn from it and move forward. The average person is so paralyzed with fear and the thought of failing that they don't even move a few inches. People hate being uncomfortable, and that is exactly the thing that keeps them where they are in life. What we need to be able to do is to learn to love discomfort and push ourselves even more. Anything you start doing at first will be uncomfortable. The first day of your school, the first day of college, the first day of your job, they're all uncomfortable. But you go through it anyway. In the same way, if you want to become rich, there will be times when you will be uncomfortable, when things won't go as planned, when you will feel like you've made a mistake. But push through that discomfort and learn from it, because that is the only way you're going to be able to do something big. Number 5, rich people learn and grow, poor people already know. Now since you're watching this video, I assume you already have an interest in self-development and becoming more successful. Now you must have noticed something in your own life. Let's say you're discussing some ideas with your friends, maybe you're talking about rich people, and a lot of time most people will say, oh, if you know so much, why don't you yourself become rich? The problem is, this kind of a negative attitude towards knowledge is the very thing that keeps a lot of people from becoming rich. A lot of times people find ways to poke holes in something that will actually help them. You will tell them that they need to have a growth mindset, and they'll tell you that it's easy for you to say you have an easy life. You tell them that you need to start working hard, and they'll tell you that only matters if your IQ is extremely high. You tell them about something that will actually help them, and they will make fun of you and send you away. The most common thing among all self-made rich people is that they're constantly learning. They learn about their businesses, about history and the world, and even things that are not related to them. Average people, on the other hand, think they already know all the answers. It's all about your luck, your dad's money, and your intelligence. So whenever you feel like you already know something, always stop and make sure to double check yourself. Always keep learning from wherever you can. I hope this video helps you on your journey, and that's all for now. Thanks for watching.